Diva by Dabi, working as a laborer, residing at Abu Road from Rajasthan, coming from lower socioeconomic status, presented to SPO hospital with the chief complaint of right-sided lower abdominal swelling since 7 days, right-sided lower abdominal pain since 7 days, and fever since 7 days. Patient was apparently asymptomatic before 7 days. Then he
Just a
noticed
minute,
a
just a
swelling.
minute, just a minute. Hold
Yes,
on. We welcome Dr. Harsh Trivedi. He's a professor of surgery from MPSA Medical College. Harsh, welcome. Hello. Hello. Am I audible?
Yes, sir. Good evening. Am I
Good
audible now?
evening, Harsh. Welcome, sir.
Thank you very much, sir.
Yes, yes. So, Harsh, Dr. Harsh is a professor of surgery at MPSA Medical College, and he's at present with us. So, he will guide us for your presentation also. And Anish, all the first I would like to tell you should have a 5 or 6 lines only in the slide. So, this is not a good slide. So, you please keep this in mind. Go ahead.
okay.
Start from the first so that he can also. Dr. Palekar is also going to
Uh,
join us.
okay.
Okay, okay, fine. Start from the chief complaint again. So Harsh
Sir, I'm
sir
presenting
can
a
also see. Harsh is also there with us.
yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay, okay,
Good
fine.
evening, Asit, sir.
Good evening, Harsh.
Yes, Anish,
Yes,
start.
Anish.
Should I
Please
start, sir?
start. Uh-huh.
Yes, yes.
I'm
Dr. Rajan, sir.
presenting a case
Yes,
of a
yes.
51-year-old male.
Just a minute. Anish, just a minute. Sir, want to tell something. Harsh.
Uh, uh, Sir, if Dr. Palekar is also going to join,
Yeah.
can he continue the presentation now and then he can do it for both of us so that he's
No, no, no. He has started. No problem. He
okay,
can carry on.
fine. Yes, yes. Dr. Anis, please start.
Go ahead. Anish, go.
Okay, okay. Yes, sir. Sir, I'm presenting a case of a 57-year-old Hindu male named Jiva Bhai Dai, who is working as a laborer residing at Abu Road, Rajasthan, coming from lower socioeconomic class, presented to SVP hospital with complaint of right-sided lower abdominal swelling since 7 days, right-sided lower abdominal pain since 7 days, and fever since 7 days. Patient was apparently asymptomatic before 7 days. Then he noticed a swelling in the right lower abdomen during bathing. Since 7 days, swelling was initially small in size and gradually increased in size and at present approximately 5 finger breadth size. It is not associated with any aggravating or relieving factors. Swelling was associated with pain over the local site since 7 days, which was dull aching, mild in intensity, sudden in onset, on and off, aggravated on movement, relieved by medications, non-migratory, non-radiating, and also associated with loss of appetite since 4 days and tenesmus since 3 days. He also experienced fever since 7 days, which was mild in grade, intermittent in nature, and relieved by medications. Patient has no history of abdominal distension, vomiting, diarrhea, constipation, nausea, altered urinary symptoms, decreased weight, melena, cough, hemolysis, bone pain, jaundice, borborygmi, or altered bowel habits. Patient has no
Just a
history
minute.
of us.
Now wait.
Yes, yes,
Anish, after the history, you just everyone,
yes, sir.
whatever, whoever is there, after the history, you have to have some pause so that any questions related to history we can able to ask you. Go to your slide.
Yes,
Uh,
yes.
yes, sir. Asit Bey.
Huh. Yes, Anish. Looking to this history, what do you
Yes.
think you are dealing with?
So since it's an acute presentation with fever, mass, and pain, thinking of appendicular lump. Also, it could be a psoas abscess, but the patient has no history of any altered gait. Uh,
Okay, we are
Simple
not
question.
talking. I mean, we
yes,
don't want to jump right on the diagnosis.
yes,
Yes, Harsh, Dr. Harsh wants to ask.
Yes, yes. Hers you can ask directly, no problem.
Yes, yes. See, the patient has complaint of swelling first as far as I can
Yes,
see
sir.
from your slide, it is a
Yes,
swelling first, and then he has said that there is pain also and fever also.
yes,
So what sir is Dr. Asit Patel sir is asking you is not tell the exact diagnosis on history, but what are
yes.
the possibilities you're thinking of? What kind of pathology you are thinking of?
Sir, I'm thinking of any mass arise around Helios junction because of the location
See, because
and
yeah, right. Because when you
Now,
are
Anish,
saying
I'm
when you
going
could
to now, Anish, I will ask you the questions differently. Tell me the
yes,
swellings which are rapidly rising from small size to the larger size without pain within 7 days.
sir, it could be a psoas abscess. Uh, Without the
Okay.
painless swelling will be most
Yes, yes.
likely a
Swelling. I'm not
sir.
saying painless swelling. Swellings.
Okay,
Which
okay, sir.
small size to the within 7 days it increase in the size
Yes, sir.
because your swelling starts with the
Could
painless
be
and then become painful.
appendicular lump.
So, huh? What is the triad of the appendicular lump? What is the triad for appendicitis?
it is
Right of
usually in a
appendix.
it is usually in a sequence. That is what I was pointing out, and that is what Rajan sir is also trying to tell you. That the
What
symptoms
is
will
the
be three, and there will be a sequence in which they occur.
Yes, sir. There will be migratory right iliac fossa pain. There will be nausea, vomiting, and fever.
And fever. So pain first, then vomiting, and then fever. If and the
so
swelling
how
would
many of
come.
the symptoms are there in your
Yes,
patient and you are putting a diagnosis? In these all the things you are not put a there is a lump is a part of your diagnosis of appendicitis.
yes.
Then how could you able to put a diagnosis of appendicular lump?
Sir, because it is an acute history of 7 days, it can present variably. It is not necessary to present in sir
તો એના સિવાયના
classic
diagnosis
manner.
બોલ ને ભાઈ appendix આપણે નથી જોઈતું. If your history is not fitting into it, tell me the other differential diagnosis. RIF
Sir,
lump is
any mass,
rapidly increasing in size within 7 days.
sir, it could be
It later develops the pain and fever.
sir, ileocecal tuberculosis. If it's for an obstruction, sir, then sir, intussusception.
Okay, one is intussusception, agree. There is a small lump which can increase, but it has a different sequence of presentation.
Yes.
Intussusception is a pathology producing what?
Sorry, sir.
Intussusception leads to which kind of presentation? Intussusception.
It will cause an obstruction. Patient,
Yes. So, what are the symptoms of obstruction?
sir, abdominal distension, nausea, vomiting. In intussusception, there will be classic
No,
red
no.
color.
I'm no. Wait. I'm
Yes,
asking you symptoms of intestinal obstruction.
sir. Abdominal distension, nausea, vomiting. Uh, there could be fever, obstipation. In the initial period, there will be diarrhea because of the increased peristalsis.
Look, there are four cardinal symptoms of intestinal obstruction: abdominal pain,
Abdominal dis abdominal
colic,
abdominal
colic
dis
abdominal
First
pain.
is usually a pain.
yes.
Right? It's a
લોકો
tubular
વાંચતા નથી પહેલા. When you are presenting your case, you should read whatever you are going to present.
See, you have to rule out from the history that you are not dealing with a obstruction.
Yes.
Okay.
But that you have already ruled out because you have said that there is no distension, there is no borborygmi, there is no
Yes.
altered bowel habits. You already said
Yeah.
that there is no constipation. You already ruled out intestinal obstruction. So then there is no chance that there can be
Yes.
interception here. And look at the other thing. The presentation is a patient is complaining of a lump or a swelling, right? This is what you mentioned as swelling. So in
Yes.
both these cases, in either in interception or in appendicular lump, it is usually the clinician who, an experienced clinician who is able to palpate or diagnose a lump. It is not it is not
Yes.
a simple thing to find out. Sometimes even appendicular lump is
Yes.
missed by on clinical examination by the surgeon. So it is not possible at
Yeah.
all that the patient would say that I have a swelling here, and it would be appendicular lump or an interception. Okay.
Yes.
Why this is problem has come to you? Only because in chronology, you have told about the 7 days of the swelling, 7 days of the pain. But what I feel is you have no idea about the appendicular pathology itself. If you have keep it a pain from the first, and then you have said there is a swelling or a lump, then your chronology is in a sequence which fits in the diagnosis of appendicitis. When you say that swelling was first,
Hello.
this is not considered as swelling even. This is to be a lump. What is the difference between lump and swelling? What is the difference between lump and swelling?
Lump is a vague abdominal, vague mass.
Huh?
It is swelling is sir better seen than palpated, and sir, a lump is better palpated than seen.
Anything else? Anything else?
Generally, sir, a patient will uh, uh, say if he is having a swelling, and clinician can tell if a lump is there or not. Generally,
Lump is usually a vague mass which is within the organ or abdominal cavity. એટલા માટે breast lump word વપરાય છે. Breast swelling આપણે generally નથી use કરતા.
yes,
Within the some tissue હોય તો. And swellings are usually superficial in nature and they are easily visible or palpable.
yes,
Lumps, clinician has to make an effort to locate it. They are not clinically seen. તો પછી એબ્ડોમિનલ માં તે સ્વેલિંગ શું કામ વર્ડ વાપર્યો? લમ્પ વપરાય ને.
yes,
Okay. So now when you say swelling, then the first possibilities you should think of are subcutaneous swellings,
Yeah.
yes, sir. Anti-abdominal.
abdominal wall swellings, intra-abdominal.
Yes.
Once the patient is saying that he is able to see or palpate something, then you usually do not have an intra-abdominal thing.
Yes.
I think you have a bias history in your logic, and that's why you are trying to try to correlate the things, and that has created a problem for you. Whenever you just narrate the history, try to logically ask yourself what are the things you are putting clinically in a diagnosis. Okay.
Yes.
What is the diagnosis of a mild intermittent fever? What are the differential diagnoses for a mild intermittent fever?
Sir, tuberculosis can have mild
Yes.
intermittent or evening rise of
Yes.
fever.
Yes.
Sir,
You are putting a diagnosis of tuberculosis now because your fever history says it is a mild in nature and intermittent in nature.
yes.
Now you have to justify the fever causes also.
Yes. Mild intermittent can be, sir, because of tuberculosis. Sir, other active etiologies, sir, enteric fever,
Entering is not never have a mild fever. You keep this thing in mind. Enteric is considered as a hectic fever. Any terminology hectic fever છે. High grade fever normally which never turns to a baseline. જોવું હોય તો જોઈ લેજે.
Yes.
Enteric should usually have a high grade fever, not a mild fever. It is a continuous fever. Enteric is not here. Yes, sir.
Rajan sir, it appears that Dr. Palekar has joined.
Yes, yes. Dr. Kirit sir has also joined. Dr. Palekar sir has also joined. Sir, you can
Good
ask
evening,
the
sir.
question.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes, yes.
Good evening,
Palekar
Dr.
sir.
Kirit. Good evening, Palekar sir.
Sir. Yes,
All
sir.
of you can ask. I will now go to the back seat. Okay, go on. Continue.
Sir, patient has no
Just keep the slides. You can keep your slides in there. Any sir want to ask anything? Kirit sir want to ask something.
You continue, I'll ask.
Go on, Anish.
Doctor, continue. Past history, you continue.
You continue.
is not hypertensive. Patient has no tuberculosis receiving in the past. Operative history has no history of blood transfusion. Patient takes veg diet and has reduced appetite. Takes adequate sleep and has normal bowel and bladder activity. No history of any drug allergies or habits are present. Family history is patient relatives, first degree relatives do not have hypertension, diabetes, or tuberculosis or pregnancy. So should I proceed the examination?
Did you ask about the reduction in the size of the swelling?
Yes, sir. I have mentioned in the OD that the swelling is does not have any aggravating or even factors.
No, aggravating
It
related
does not
factors.
reduce.
Mhm.
It does not reduce in size on lying down or any posture changes or reduction in size after any medication.
Okay.
Anish beta, when you say that there is a lump
Yes.
in the right abdomen, and no problem, go ahead. Go on. General examination.
Sir, I have examined the patient in proper light and posture and adequate exposure. Patient is conscious, cooperative, and oriented to time, place, and person. Patient is well built and fairly nourished. Temperature is normal by palpatory method. Pulse is 98 per minute in right radial artery. Blood pressure is 104 by 72 millimeter Hg in supine position right brachial artery. Patient has no evidence of pallor, edema, lymphadenopathy, icterus, cyanosis, or clubbing. So this is the clinical photograph. So on inspection, abdomen flat with umbilicus is inverted and centrally placed. Skin over the abdomen appears normal. There are no visible dilated veins, abnormal pulsations, abnormal peristalsis, a scar mark, sinus, pigmentation, a single 4 by 3 centimeter approximately sized swelling present in right iliac fossa. Swelling is well defined. Margins are clear except lower medial border extending 5 centimeter lateral to the tubercle, lateral border extending up to anterior superior iliac spine. Superior border is 2 centimeter above anterior iliac spine. The swelling does not move with respiration. On straight leg raising test, the swelling disappears. Hernial sites are normal. There is no visible impulse on cuffing. External genitalia are normal, and back ends are normal. Palpation.
How you can say on inspection 4 by 3 centimeter?
So approximately 40.
Okay, approximately.
Okay, approximately.
When you say that is approximately, When you can able to say that this is approximate size?
Sir, on inspection, if the swelling is appreciable, you'll compare it with if there are bony prominence are visible.
Beta, if margins are defined or
Yeah, margins are
well
defined.
defined.
So when margins are defined, you can say.
So in your patient, the margins are well defined
Yes, sir. Well,
on inspection.
on inspection, they are well defined except the lower border.
It is very rare to have a well-defined margins on inspection on an intra-abdominal lump.
Absolutely not possible.
And you said that it disappears on leg raising.
Yes.
That means it is an intra-abdominal swelling, intra-abdominal lump.
Yes.
So it is very difficult to have a well-defined margins
Sir,
on inspection.
yes, sir. Sir, patients cachexic, so yes, appreciate.
You said it. You said the patient is well built and well nourished. Now you cannot say that he is cachexic. In any case, whether the patient is well nourished or whether the patient is cachexic, pubic tubercle cannot be visible in any patient. So you cannot use the pubic tubercle as a landmark for inspection. Okay, you have measured
Yes.
the margin
Yes.
from the pubic tubercle. So pubic tubercle is not a visible landmark. When you are talking about inspection, you
Yes.
should have visible landmarks. Anterior
Yes.
superior iliac spine also, in most of the patients, you might not be able to see unless the patient is lean and thin.
Yes.
If the patient, what sir has said, if the patient is thin and lean, then your abdomen should be scaphoid in nature. If you have mentioned that, you go to your previous slide and see that you have mentioned the scaphoid abdomen and normal abdomen.
I mentioned flat.
So flat abdomen, you cannot see the pubic tubercle and anterior superior iliac spine.
Pubic tubercle is very difficult to be seen.
Yeah.
Even in a flat
Yes.
patient, only cachexic patient you can see pubic tubercle.
And at that time, your abdominal examination should have a scaphoid abdomen.
Yes.
Yes.
Anterior spine can be seen, anterior superior iliac spine, but pubic tubercle to be seen, it's difficult.
Yes.
Okay,
We
continue.
actually need to do a maneuver when we want to palpate and locate the pubic tubercle, right?
Yes.
So for palpation of the pubic tubercle also, we need to do a maneuver and give a position to the patient's limb. How do you palpate? Okay, that will discuss on the palpation. How do you locate the pubic tubercle on palpation?
Sir, should I continue?
No, sir has asked you a question. How will you palpate the pubic tubercle in a patient?
Sir, first I'll flex the hip joint and the internal after the internal rotation of the leg. Tubercle is just lateral the pubic symphysis and the attachment of the inguinal ligament.
By flexing and internal rotating, how will you locate the pubic symphysis? You said you want to flex the hip and knee joint and internal rotation. The question was very simple. How to locate pubic tubercle?
Pubic tubercle.
I think it is not required. You can at least trace the adductor longest tendon and you
Yes.
go ahead. Okay, otherwise, in that case, you don't need to internal rotate the thigh. Okay. The simplest way is to locate the umbilicus, which is a midline or linea or linea alba or linea albanum, શું કહેવાય આપણે? Median raphe, and trace it up to the pubic symphysis and go laterally.
Yes.
Okay. And you said I would like to add one thing in this visibility of pubic tubercle. Even in severest grade of starvation, pubic fat remains there.
Yes.
So
Yes.
pubic tubercle cannot be seen.
Yes.
Okay.
Anish, I think
Yes.
you have taken your history, whatever you have mentioned here. You have not see when we are giving you a time for a presentation. All of you, I am giving you a message to all the students. You prepared as if you are presenting in exam. Don't take it casually because you have so many terminologies are there which is very casual in nature. So make a habit of putting the things in a perspective which you can able to explain logically. This exercise we are doing for to make your presentation in a logical sequence. You can able to understand the things, you can able to read the things, and you can able to defend yourself. How to defend your case. So prepared accordingly. When you have said that in superficial palpation, the tenderness is elicited over mass. So where is the mass? In any superficial examination, if there is a tenderness, either it should be in the quadrant base or in a region base. It should never be on the mass. Either in the right iliac fossa, it is right lumbar region, or you can say right lower quadrant maximally if you are not able to identify the correct area of tenderness. It should never be over the mass because you have to palpate the mass underneath. How can you, from before putting a mask in the palpation, from the first inspection, you are saying that this is a mask? So don't jump to your diagnosis. I think you have bias because of your diagnosis. Second thing, in your palpation, you straightforwardly said there is no organomegaly. Who has asked you for organomegaly? Whatever
Yes.
you're finding, you put up the findings. So don't use the terminologies which is very casual. And most of the examiners are very irritable with this kind of a thing.
Okay, sir.
चलो palpation चालू करो. I think one of the
Uh,
faculty is not getting proper audio.
Hello, we have a Kalpit is there. Dr. Kunal is also has joined. So we have plenty of faculties today. I thanks
Ah,
everybody.
very good. Welcome all.
Okay, go ahead.
on superficial palpation, abdomen is soft and tenderness elicited over the right lower quadrant. On deep palpation, a single 5 by 3 centimeter sized lump is present in right iliac fossa. It is non-warm, it is tender, non-mobile. The lump has a smooth surface. It is firm in consistency. It has well-defined margins except the lower border. Medial border is extending 5 centimeter lateral to the pubic tubercle. Lateral border extending to ASIS. Superior border extending 2 centimeter above ASIS. And lower border is merging into the pelvis. There is no tenderness elicited over back and spine. There is no palpable lymph node supraclavicular fossa.
Why you look for tenderness over the back and spine? Specifically tenderness. What is the importance of back and spine examination?
Sir, I am present, sir. I have a case of a lump in the right iliac fossa. So I am eliciting, sir, any bone pain. I'm, sir, if I
What
am
you are
suspecting,
clinically suspecting, sir, want to ask.
sir, I'm suspecting a malignancy, and to rule out the metastasis, sir.
Malignancy of which organ?
Sir, since the lump is in the iliac fossa and it is relatively fixed, I suspecting the organ of origin to be the cecum
Yes.
around
So
the.
cecum metastasize commonly to which organ?
It will metastasize to the surrounding structures
We are talking about metastasis.
Sir, liver most commonly,
Then,
and sir, then lungs, spine,
અરે lungs ના પહેલા કયું ફિલ્ટર આવે ઓર્ગન?
uh, sir,
Portal vein is draining 90% of the intra-abdominal organ.
ક્યાં લઈ જાય એમ પૂછે છે સર.
sir, liver,
Yes.
sir, yes, most
You
commonly,
said
sir.
okay.
Yes, sir.
છતાં ઓડિયોમાં ઇસ્યુ લાગે છે. I am not able to hear you clearly. So bone metastasis from colorectal malignancy is very rare.
Yes,
Okay. What are the causes of bone metastasis? I mean, what are the organ primary from where the bone metastasis commonly occurs?
sir, most commonly, sir, breast carcinoma, sir, primary lung carcinoma.
Mhm.
When there is a back and spine metastasis, other than malignancy, do you suspect RIF mass with back and spine metastasis, pain or tenderness? Hello?
Sir,
Do you get the question?
yes, sir, yes.
Yeah. So,
Sir, am I
other than
audible?
malignancy, yes.
Yes, you are audible.
Sir, other than malignancy, sir, I would suspect a psoas abscess.
Sir is asking for a back and spine, dear. Understand the question and then answer.
Patient is having RIF lump and back and spine tenderness,
Yes.
but no malignancy.
Sir, 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 Cox spine.
Okay.
Okay. So you can say that, so I'll check for the any tuberculosis or any gibbous if there is RIF lump. Directly not jump
Yes.
for the malignancy for the colon.
Yes.
Common in India, you have to say first.
Why you examining for the supraclavicular node?
I'm dealing with intra-abdominal mass. So, sir, I'm
The purpose of examining supraocular node
sir, I'm
here.
looking for sir workhouse node.
So it is on right side or both side?
Sir, on the left, sir.
Okay, go ahead.
Sir, on percussion, liver dullness is present. Liver span is 30 centimeter, and dullness is appreciated over the lump in the right iliac fossa. Rest of the abdomen has tympanic node, and no signs of ascites are appreciated. On auscultation, no vowel sounds are present.
Just a minute. Yes.
Yes.
How many appendicitis you have done a percussion? How many patients of appendicitis you are doing the percussion?
Sir, we regularly percussion.
Regularly કોઈ textbook એ લખ્યું જ નથી પહેલા. When you have a tenderness in the RIF, percussion is not required. What is the purpose of doing a percussion?
Sir,
Here.
sir, I am dealing with a lump, and sir, by percussion, sir, sir, I am also looking for signs of fluid in the ascites.
અરે બેટા લંપમાં percussion થી શું ફરક પડે? How will you differentiate it?
Sir, if it's an intraperitoneal or properitoneal lump, sir, intraperitoneal lump will be, sir, dull on percussion, whereas sir, retroperitoneal will be, sir, tympanic will be heard.
See, that is why it is important to take a detailed history at the beginning and then start your examination. And you think of what is a pathology. Is it an acute inflammatory pathology? Or is it a neoplastic pathology? Or is it a congenital pathology? So that much you should be able to decide when you start your exam.
Yes.
finish your history, and then when you start your examination, you have done a detailed inspection, you have done a superficial palpation. By the end of your superficial palpation, you should be able to decide whether this is an acute abdominal case or this is a the pathology. Is it acute inflammatory pathology or is it a neoplastic pathology or is it something else? Okay. So what Sir Rajan sir is pointing out is that in an acute inflammatory pathology, your percussion would be only creating more torment for the patient rather than helping you in diagnosis.
Yes.
And also in
You
your
decide
history, you mentioned that there is a superficial tenderness. And if there is a superficial tenderness is there, you are not able to do a percussions on that partial.
Yes.
exactly. So that is what I'm
So I
asking.
think
What
your
have you decided?
You are yourself contradicting. And second thing, what Harsh sir and Kalpit sir has said is that once you have a tenderness, there is no need for percussion in that region. You are aggravating the patient's agony. You are hammering on where the patient is having maximum tenderness. So that is not our purpose. Okay.
What is your working diagnosis, Anish?
Hello.
Yes.
Yes, your diagnosis, clinical diagnosis.
Sir, diagnosis is, sir, probable diagnosis is RIF lump, probably an appendicular lump, and
Wait,
so differential
when,
diagnosis.
wait. Appendicular. Where are the signs of appendicitis here? Have you elicited in palpation?
Sir, yes, sir, I have elicited.
કઈ સાઇન આવે આમાં તો એક તે બોલ્યો નથી. I don't think I have heard. Anybody has heard?
Sir, I have not mentioned, but I will.
So all
Level
signs are
સુધી
absent.
ખબર પડે.
So if all signs are absent, then why it is appendicular lump?
Because this, sir, acute presentation, sir, 7-day history of, sir, RIF swelling, RIF lump with pain and fever, with no other
It's a low grade fever,
complaint.
dear. Your patient is having a low grade fever, or a mild fever,
Yes,
intermittent mild fever. I say it is a tuberculosis only. How will you
And one
yes,
defend yourself?
one
No, sir, it
important
is a RIF lump.
yes, one important thing
sir,
you already mentioned in palpation, that lump
yes,
is going into the pelvis.
and sir, uh, sir, in case when ileocecal tuberculosis, because cicatrization of the cecum, sir, the lump may not be palpable in the RIF. It may be, sir, palpable higher up.
I think we are getting confused. Let us finish with the appendicitis, appendicular lump. Okay, Rajan bhai.
Okay,
Yeah.
है ना? So,
Hmm.
what are the signs to be elicited in acute appendicitis?
sir, signs are, sir, uh, acute appendicitis will have, sir, uh, bruising sign is, sir, when you palpation in left iliac fossa will give to pain in right iliac fossa.
That
There
is
is
What
one.
is the classical sign of appendicitis? पहला ये बोलना बेटा. Appendicitis ની પહેલામાં પહેલી સાઇન કઈ?
migratory RIF pain.
સાઇન ની વાત છે બેટા.
That is a
સિમ્પટમ
symptom.
નથી હવે.
પાલ્પેશનમાં આપણે જે એલિસિટ કરવાના છે એની વાત કરું છું.
યુજી વાળાનો ક્વેશ્ચન
Rebound
છે હવે.
tenderness, rebound tenderness, sir.
First is tenderness or first is rebound tenderness?
Sir, first is tenderness.
ક્યાં?
First, tenderness in right iliac fossa. Sir,
અરે
then
બેટા બહુ સ્પેસિફિક સાઇટ નું નામ છે.
sir, at McBurney spine.
બોલ ને યાર હવે પેલા મેકબર્ની સાઇન.
McBurney's point tenderness. Okay.
McBurney spine tenderness. Sir, then Rosing sign. Then there is Cope-Soas sign. Then there is, sir, Cope obturator sign.
Cope sign is present in which type of a appendicular position?
sir.
Kopp-Suha
Um,
sign
sir,
is
sir, psoas sign, sir, on flexing the right hip, there will be some pain in right hip.
અરે મેં
So is
એપેન્ડિક્યુલર
that sign
કઈ
present in?
એપેન્ડિક્યુલરની પોઝિશનમાં એ પેઇન થાય બધામાં ના થાય.
Yes, sir. Sir, retrocecal, retroperitoneum, sir.
Retroperitoneum? Retrocecal, it is okay.
Yes,
See,
Appendix is an intraperitoneal organ, okay?
yes, yes.
what is the commonest position of the appendix?
Sir,
When
one
you
is
suspect a Kopp-Suha sign, usually it is positive in a pelvic position of appendicitis. If your appendicitis is retrocecal in nature, it goes behind the cecum, and usually 95% or 90% type Kopp-Suha sign is not elicited there. For Kopp-Suha's, your position appendix has to be go when you raise the leg. At that time, it has to go within the muscle plane of Suha's muscle, or it should have some compression there. In case of a retrocecal, usually that kind of a compression is not going to take place, right? So position is different. So pelvic position are usually associated with that kind of.
Okay. So the typical signs of acute appendicitis when you elicit, on history you said, on examination you said, general examination, tachycardia, temperature raised, all that thing is fine. But when you are doing abdominal examination, the first sign would be tenderness in the McBurney's, in the right left fossa on McBurney's point. Then rebound tenderness, okay, and rosing sign. All this will be in mostly all the cases, but not in all cases. Some cases where sir pointed out, like Rajan sir pointed out, the position would be different, so that the exact tenderness at the McBurney's point might not be there. That is when you have to utilize these tests to elicit that kind of a pain and tenderness. You understand?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Why you have put a diagnosis of carcinoma cecum in your differential diagnosis?
Sir, first of all, sir, patient is a 57-year male patient. Sir, patient is presenting with a lump in the right
Which
iliac.
symptom or which sign, Anish?
Sir,
Anish, which
yes.
symptom or sign is favoring your diagnosis of carcinoma cecum? Tell me one.
Sir, fixity.
Fixity, where?
The mass is, sir, non-mobile. And sir, patient has a history of a loss of right, and sir, tenesmus.
Is carcinoma cecum is
Which
having a
RIF
fever?
lump is mobile?
Sorry, sir.
Yes. You go for first Rajan sir's answer.
Sir, I could not hear you.
My question is, which malignant lump is tender? When there is a
Low grade
tenderness
fever with tender lump.
within 7 days, how can you put a diagnosis of carcinoma of cecum here? This will create a more problem for you.
What is the
Because you are not
consistency?
clear that it is an acute pathology or a chronic pathology. If you want to say that it is acute or chronic, then also there is a problem.
Sir, a patient's notice in 7 days of swelling. Sir, carcinoma cecum will usually a painless swelling. Patient may have chronically, but he has noticed 7 days.
बेटा पेन तो तू डिस्क्राइब करे fever describe करे जे. So how you can be able to put it here also?
You need to be very clear
Yes,
whether it is inflammatory pathology or malignancy.
Yes.
The disease process is whether it is inflammatory or malignant. And then whenever examiner asks you about the diagnosis and differential diagnosis, you have to speak specific points that goes in favor of your diagnosis. It starts from your history, that is symptomatology, and then science, clinical science. That is what
Sir,
sir
you
is
can
telling.
ask the questions. Dr. Hemant Lewa, sir, you can ask the questions.
I think Dr. Palekar is already there with us
Yes.
since long.
Palekar, sir, you
Yes,
can
sir. Yes,
also
sir.
ask the question.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay, anyway, this is your diagnosis. We are going with your differential diagnosis. How will you proceed further? Tell me.
Sir, I would like to confirm my
Lewa
diagnosis.
sir and Palekar, sir, you can ask the questions.
Yes, sir.
Kunal is also
Right.
there.
I'd like to confirm my diagnosis by doing some investigations. Sir, apart from the routine blood investigations, I'd like to go for an ultrasound abdomen and pelvis to look for the organ of origin. Uh, and sir, whether the lumps are solid or cystic. And sir,
Hello.
I think we have lost his audio.
Hello. Anish, you can able to hear? Yes, we have lost his audio. Anish, you
Video
can
is
able to hear? You can able to hear?
hello, am I audible?
Yeah,
Sir,
you are audible.
can hear. Yes, sir, I'd like to go for an ultrasound abdomen.
Yes.
Sir, to look for the organ of origin, and sir, to confirm whether the swelling is a solid or cystic, or and sir, the presence of lymph nodes, the sir, and the interval free.
Beta, how will you confirm this swelling, whether it is an infective swelling or a non-infective swelling?
Sir, I like sir apart from sir the blood investigations, sir complete blood count, and do a sir leukocyte count.
Why you are saying that for a routine investigation? No, it is not a routine investigation. It is an investigation for confirmation of pathology. And don't use the word routine investigation. What do you mean by routine investigation? In a case of appendicitis, you are suspecting appendicular lump, then you should tell that I will go for a CBC in which this is the things help me in diagnosing the thing.
Yes.
Palekar sir, you can ask the question.
Yes, sir.
પૂછો બરોબર સાહેબ આ બધાને બરોબર ધબડાવો બરોબર કિરીટભાઈ
चलो
you can ask.
बेसिक
Yes, sir.
बेसिक पूछ लिए सर
Sir,
बेसिक पूछ लिए CBC
Yes, yes.
normal mention the normal values and what do you expect in acute appendicitis in your 3 years of residency you must have seen and treated lots of acute appendicitis patients, so what do you
Yes.
get in
Sir,
what are the BC that you
and
get?
sir, our total leukocyte counts, the normal range is 4,000 to 11,000.
Okay.
Yes, sir. Normal range is sir 4,000 to 11,000. Sir, in case of acute appendicitis, I will get probably more than 11,000. And so the differential count, there will be a shift to the left.
what do you mean by left and right?
Sir, in sir acute appendicitis, there will be sir polymorphs will be increased. Sir, lymphocytes comparatively the NC ratio, the neutrophil to the lymphocyte ratio will increase.
Don't
No.
use the terminology left and right.
Left and right terminology. It has nothing to do with the ratio.
It is whether it is a neutrophilia or a new.
Premature cells are more.
Yes.
Okay, patient is having acute inflammation. So body requires acute inflammatory cells. So body prepare and prematurely released into the circulation. Okay. Which scoring system is going to help you?
Sir, Alvarado scoring system.
આમાં કરી છે?
Sir,
Here,
sir, I have, sir,
do you know what is that?
this. Yes, sir. It consists
What
of
is the patient score?
sir, I'll need, sir, a laboratory investigations for this. Yes, sir.
બોલ અનીશ એ તો તારું ડેઝર્ટેશન છે હવે.
Yes, sir. Sir, it
એવું
consists.
છે?
Sir,
એલ્વેરાડો અને રિપાસર સ્કોર એનું ડેઝર્ટેશન છે.
Oh,
sir, it consists of, sir, symptoms, signs, and laboratory indications. Sir, it has, sir, migratory RIF pain, anorexia,
no,
nausea.
no. અચ્છા આખું બોલાવડાવું છે? I am just asking
ચાલશે,
what is
ચાલશે,
score
જવા દો.
in this case.
ના
That's
ના
it.
ના આખું નથી બોલાવડાવું પણ એટલી સરે પૂછ્યું ને કે what is, so that you should know in brief.
Yes.
You have to answer what is the scoring
Yes.
system, have you done it or not in this patient.
Yes, sir. But, sir,
Yes.
from history, sir, I cannot score the patient. I need, sir, laboratory investigation.
હા તો બોલ ને.
એક જ લેબોરેટરી છે, 12,000
એક
count
જ
છે.
છે પેલા ટોટલ કાઉન્ટ,
Yes,
બાકી તો બધા એમને એમ છે, ક્લિનિકલ છે.
yes,
એના
So
કેટલા
you
માર્ક
can
હોય?
say that except laboratory investigation, this may be the score.
yes, sir.
8માંથી આપી દે ચલ. 8માંથી કેટલા?
Okay.
Out of 8 you can give.
Yes, sir.
Hmm.
Sir, a score of
There is some background music is going on. Okay, no problem. Suppose this is an appendicular lump.
yes, sir.
How will you treat this patient?
Sir, in appendicular lung, I'll
See,
treat with a
now
non-operative.
Anish,
Yes,
these patients are with you and you have treated it.
yes, sir.
Tell me how will you manage this patient?
Sir, sir, Ostner Sterin, I'll use. Sir, I'll make the patient nil per oral. Sir, if the patient has nausea, I'll insert a tube. Sir, patient will be given, sir, IV antibiotics and hydration. Sir, regular abdominal girth charting will be done
Okay.
and temperature
What?
charting will be done.
Why abdominal
What
girth? Abdominal girth, is it increased right now?
No, sir. Right now it is not increased, but sir,
So better to do charting of lump rather than abdominal girth.
Yeah.
yes,
You should monitor the size of a lump and see the antibiotic response.
yes,
How will you deal with the patient's pain?
sir. Analgesics, analgesics.
કઈ આપીશ? કોમ્બીફ્લેમ કે પેરાસિટામોલ? Which antibiotic?
IV,
બોલ ને યાર હવે.
IV diclofenac.
Injectable analgesics यार.
Sir, injectable analgesics.
हाँ तो बोल ने. So don't say that analgesic. This is not the complete in exam.
At this stage in your life, at this juncture of your career, when you
No examiner will let
should
you
be
go.
able to classify. It should be classified like what you're going to monitor, how you're going to monitor, at what intervals you're going to monitor first, then what treatment you're going to give with the drug name and dosage and route of administration. All this you should be able to tell just at one go.
Yes,
You are not going to appear for an undergraduate examination. You are going to appear for a postgraduate examination. This simple thing one has to keep in mind. Suppose your
What are the
lump
things-
has not responded to your Ostner sarin regime. What will you do? Pain has disappeared. Patient is having no fever, but lump is there.
yes. Sir,
What will you do?
Sir, if the sir, I'll check for the peristalsis, and sir, if the uh, patient has passing flatus, sir, I'll start after sir 5 days of IV antibiotics. Sir, if the peristalsis are good, sir, I'll start enteric feeding.
My question was different here. You have
Yes,
given a 5 years of antibiotic, right? Still,
yes,
patient's pain has pain has gone, patient's fever has gone. Lump
yes,
is still there. Lump is still there. What will you do?
sir. Sir, treat it conservatively, sir. I'll have patient will, sir. I'll go for an interval appendicectomy in this case.
Yeah, agree.
And intervening, patient has come after 15 days with the same lump. There is no pain, no fever, no
Yeah.
symptoms.
What will you do?
He is a 57-year-old.
Sir, I'd like to, sir, check for any other symptom if he has developed, sir, like melena. After
બેટા
15
RIS
days,
માં એપેન્ડિક્યુલર લમ્પ તે કીધું છે એપેન્ડિક્યુલર લમ્પની ટ્રીટમેન્ટમાં આપણે ક્યાં મેલીના પરી જોઈએ છીએ. In other words, I would like to say which are the lumps which is not usually respond to the antibiotic and which are the lumps which are going to be respond to the antibiotic.
appendicular lump should respond to the antibiotics.
So, in other words, appendicular lump form because of the obendal wrapping or a localization are usually going to disappear with the antibiotic. If there is
Yes.
already established abscess is there, then these abscesses are usually not going to disappear soon. It may
Yes.
decrease in the size over a period of time, but it will usually not disappear completely.
Yes.
That was I what intended from you. કે 5 દિવસ પછી લમ્પ ત્યાં રહ્યો તો કરવાનું કઈ કે નહીં કરવાનું. ત્યારે કહ્યું sir I will monitor for the ultrasonography whether the lump is there which is previously which may not have a pus collection as now having the pus collection or not. That should be your monitoring.
Yes.
Okay, so if by chance you happen to encounter appendicular abscess now while you are treating, and like sir suggested, the lump has not disappeared and you got a sonography done, and then the finding is that there is a collection. Now, how would you
Yes.
proceed?
Sir, I'll sir check. Sir, it is a collection and it is sir liquefied. Sir, if after 5 days of antibiotic therapy, I'll continue the antibiotic therapy for few more days and check for the progress if the abscess is resolving or not.
What is the treatment of abscess? Antibiotic?
No, sir, drainage.
How will you drain?
Sir, USG guided drainage, sir, C guided.
Okay, one is USG guided drainage. Anything else?
CT guided drainage can be for a localized risk. And if there is increasing, sir, if the abscess is increasing in size and sir, retinitis is increasing, sir, then we like to go for an open intervention.
Okay. When will you come to realize that this patient is having a not localization, but it becomes generalization? When will you suspect that?
So if the patient is developing a fever, tachycardia, hypotension, sir, localized guarding, and sir, will be there. So then I'll like to
Let it be
suspect.
localized
Not
guarding.
localized.
Here, localized guarding becomes generalized guarding now.
Yes, not localized.
It is now guarding started converting into rigidity. That is the thing. Okay. Sir, anyone want to ask something? Any more things? Kirit bhai, Asit bhai,
Yes.
Kalpit,
No, sir.
Palekar sahib.
Yes, sir, but it's okay, sir.
Palekar sir has joined today on our request to
Hmm.
just observe the things, okay, how it is going over. Next time onwards,
Thanks.
Harsh and Palekar sir will be the active participants for us.
Yes,
We
sir.
welcome both
Wonderful.
Harsh and Dr. Palekar to our team, and we invite Harsh to your student also to participate. So
Right, right.
you can put it on your group with the MPSA Medical College also. Whatever the students want to present the case, whoever the teacher want to participate, we welcome. So you will become the nodal person for MPSA Medical College.
Okay, right, sir.
Accept our invitation.
Thank you, sir.
बरोबर नाही? Basic, you see, this is the basic purpose is we want to make the students aware about the different kind of the scenarios and train them for a better preparation in exam and better understanding of a subject. And my request to the all the students also, prepared by hard. You make us difficult to ask the questions to you rather than you come in a difficulty to answer it. So my humble request, you prepared thoroughly.
One suggestion I would like to make to Dr. Anis.
Yes.
Yes, you can carry on.
See, virtually is a presentation. Okay, patient is not virtual.
Hmm.
Ideally, take a clinical case that you have encountered in the ward or in the OPD, do a thorough
Yes.
examination, and that patient should be available with you somewhere around, and your detailed everything details should be available. Try to present a case which is virtually a presentation only. The patient should be real.
Yes.
See, you have to
And all
speak
these
whatever you do.
And
and all
when
these
you,
confusions would not occur.
yeah,
Yes.
and if you have a difficulty, you can ask to your any of the PG teacher or your senior colleague or anyone, so that you can better present and your preparation should improve. So I request all the PGs who are going to present which is the next case. Jaideep?
રાજનભાઈ
Huh.
સર હજુ કોઈ આવ્યું નથી નેક્સ્ટ કેસ માટે તો
ઓકે આપણે પ્રેઝન્ટ કરજો, કઈ વાંધો નહીં.
ના રાજન સર એટલે આપણે લાસ્ટ ટાઈમ કીધેલું એમ કે the same person can present short cases
Yeah.
Yes.
if it is possible. તો શું એનો એક long case થઈ જાય, બે short case થઈ જાય?
કઈ વાંધો નહીં. So Anis will present a 2 short case next time.
Next time or this Saturday if everybody is comfortable.
Yes, no problem.
Because we have quite a good number of PGs, so
Yes,
they can.
we are ready to say, we are ready to give a more day. No problem.
हाँ,
બરોબર ને? I think students should increase. So I
Right,
request all the faculties to make their PGs to join more and more numbers so that everybody can be benefited more.
yes, very
Yes,
nice.
yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Okay.
To make a little bit more compulsion to your PGs. Because suppose today is 20, today I am happy that there are more than 35 participants. I consider there is 7 or 8 faculties are there, but 25 students are there.
That's good. Very good.
Very good. But if I calculate the things, every unit have a 7 to 8 residents.
Yeah.
So I request
Yes.
all the teachers to make their PGs to participate compulsorily of their unit.
Even for the second years, they can participate.
Yes, everyone.
Ah.
First year, second year.
અરે એ
All
લોકો
first
short
year and
case
second
લગાવે.
year of our unit are always there.
Yeah, એ લોકો short case present કરે, not long case.
Yeah, that
Ah,
also we
yes.
can do.
હે?
Second years can start presenting the short cases.
Yes, exactly.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
એટલે એમને શું લોંગ કેસ નો જે હાવ હોય એ જતો રહેશે ધીમે ધીમે.
Yes, we can do that. કિરીટભાઈ તમારા કોઈ સેકન્ડ યર ને કાલે કહી દેજો કે સેટરડે
હા,
માટે
sir.
2 શોર્ટ કેસ તૈયાર કરી દે.
Yeah, હું પણ કહું છું મારા કોઈ હે
Yeah.
એટલો short.
Ah, sir. Okay.
હે ને?
Sure, sir.
Okay,
Okay.
Okay, sir.
Okay.
Thanks.
ચાલો.
Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you very much. Kalekar sir,
Thank you, sir.
Asit
Thank you,
bhai,
sir. Thank you, sir. Okay.
Rajan sir, Asit bhai, thank you,
Asit
sir.
bhai,
Thank you,
Thank you,
sir.
Kirit
Kunal,
bhai. Avjo.
Harsh
thank
bhai.
you everybody.
Good night. Good night.
It was a very good
Good night,
session.
all.
Okay, okay, good night.
Okay.